Dirt roads to rock crawling, two-buck chuck to screaming eagle, moonshine to 50-year-old single malt. We talk about it all here on Wheelin' Wine and Whiskey with your hosts, Jason and Chris.
Welcome to the Wheelin' Wine and Whiskey podcast, episode 326 in the Ruby Track studio. Chris.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Oh, I can't complain. Can't complain at all. I am a little sad. I am back from Trail Hero, but I'm not that sad because I'm back in northern Nevada, which is wonderful. And fall is in the air. We actually have seasons here, which I didn't get to experience in Northern California. So it's like much. Hot, and then it freaking falls here, and some really cold mornings with warm afternoons. That's like I'm driving to work with the heater on, and then I've got the air conditioner on the way home.
Perfect.
That is fall.
Yeah, so. Yeah. I mean, I the only comment I have on that is, this has been a bizarro year as far as weather in the Bay Area or California. It's been one of the mildest summers I can recall, and we're coming into fall, and we've had some pretty interesting weather with some lightning storms and a little bit of rain here and there. We've actually had some measurable rainfall, and as we're talking right now, there's a significant storm about to hit us next week, potentially up to an inch of rain. So, and this is October, so it's a little early for us to be experiencing any weather like that. So, I'm excited. I kind of, there's been a bunch of chaos at work and whatnot. So I'm looking forward, once the rains really start falling and the ground gets saturated, it's kind of a reset for me. So I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely.
So I just feel like I've just been grinding, and I really need a break. So
yeah. It's the dog days of summer coming down. Coming down to fall, and then the course goes into autopilot.
Well, I'm not quite sure about
something like that. Well, a lot easier. How about that?
A little bit easier. Yeah. A little bit easier. So, but yeah, so you've been off playing a lot, and I know you've been working here and there and so forth and so on, but, I do wish I was able to get out and about and have a little bit of fun, but obviously that, a lot of forces at play in my world right now.
Yeah. Well, you got a little bit of business to tend to? Or?
I do. We have more reviews.
Oh, hey, how about that?
We're going to get caught up. I'm so excited. It's like, again, we're pulling from the comments that come into Spotify. I like that platform. And then I did cruise back and take a look at Apple Podcasts to see if we had any current reviews there, and the newest one or oldest one, I guess the newest one was from sometime in June, and I know we read that one. So, so we're all caught up on that. So we'll just go off the Spotify ones right now. So,
okay.
We have, I don't know, this looks like their phone number. I'm not going to read their phone number off.
Yeah, read their phone number. Let's call it. Is it 8675309?
Yeah, exactly. It's
half
just a number.
The other half's like, what the fuck?
So this may be related to something you guys did. Garage Talk with Jason and Corey. So can't thank you guys enough for offering to get my father-in-law to camp and for providing great entertainment. Hopefully I wasn't plugging the trail up too bad. Transmission is out and getting recased right now, so I should see you guys on the trail soon. Dang gang.
Oh, that was Dan. Yeah, we talked about that. So that was on Sierra Trek.
Yep. So
wow.
He commented
Fordyce when we were on Fordyce.
Oh, damn, good.
Right?
Yeah, Fordyce.
Yeah.
Because they were on a day run and you needed to get back to camp to get it back to some family event.
Yep. Okay, so God, I think his name's Dan. Son of a gun. Now you're going to make me look up my notes. Yeah, that was Trek this last year.
Right. Well, while you're looking that up, I will read the next review. This is from somebody that's commented before, I think on Apple Podcasts, but this is from Richard D'Agostino.
Ben.
Dan?
It was Ben's father-in-law. Yes.
Ben or Dan?
No, Ben.
Ben.
And it was his father-in-law that it was weird. He was trying to get back to camp and then blew out his transmission. He blew a tranny.
Blew a train. Wow.
Can't it happens. It happens,
In context, you say it in context, it doesn't sound so bad.
That's what happens when you drink, Fireball or anything that ends in ball with alcohol. You blow trannies. All right, moving on.
Moving on. So this is from Richard DiAgostino, as I said, and this is so he's commenting on again Garage Talk with Jason and Corey. It's like Jason, we may have a new co-host. Corey might be jumping in. I don't know.
Corey's doing well.
So his the comment is probably one of the best episodes. I was grinning and laughing my ass off the whole way home. Made my 580 commute slightly less awful.
Whew.
That's saying a lot because 580 sucks.
That's saying a lot.
580 sucks. There was a shooting on 580 the other night.
Oh, yeah.
In Castro Valley, and that wadded up the road pretty badly. So
yeah, as if sitting in traffic isn't bad enough, you got to worry about getting shot at.
That's right. That's the Bay Area, man.
Unless you have a Cybertruck dumpster with bulletproof windows, you're fine.
Right.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, that was a fun episode. We, we were just bullshitting and drinking in between, and yeah, good stuff.
Yes, sir. All right, and last but not least, we have a comment for episode 322. That's super fun episode, the Ruby Shack by Ruby Tracks.
Oh yeah,
with the gang. We were actually
you were here for that one.
I was there. That's right. That's when we identified the bad mic. So this is from Horton with a Who.
Horton chiming in again.
That's right. Looking forward to winter.
Our VIP members.
Looking forward to winter. Go get some Ruby Tracks, and we can do our own cat skiing tour. I know a spot.
Oh, he knows a lot of spots.
He's a wild man. Yeah, Horton, definitely want to get together and drink some more Basil Hayden toast with you, man. That's some good stuff.
Yeah, the toast is good. All right. Well, now that you brought up toast, you didn't get to share this. Hang on one second.
Oh, all right.
Cue the music. We need elevator music. Okay. So Jack Daniel's single barrel, toasted barrel. It's 100 proof, so
50%.
Yep. Dude, this stuff goes down like rainwater. It is so freaking good.
Really?
And they've had it at our Costco. And I'll tell you what, it is one of my favorite whiskeys. As you can see from the bottle, it's almost gone. It is really freaking good.
Save some for me, bro.
Jack Daniel's. Oh, I got another bottle.
Oh, okay.
Don't you worry. So, anyways, if you can find, and they've been putting these out around the country, Jack Daniel's single barrel, toasted barrel. Oh, my Lanta. It is so freaking good.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I mean, pretty much anything that Jack Daniel's does, single barrel, that rye has been winning our single barrel, or our, I shouldn't say single barrel, our blind whiskey tastings.
Right.
That rye is always ranked in the top 1, 2.
Mm-hmm.
And this, if you put this in there, I guarantee people would be pulling this blind all fucking day long. So there you go.
Nice.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Nice. All right. We always give a little bit of good whiskey or bourbon advice here.
Another pro tip.
That's right.
All right. Well, let's, you're done with business. We can dive into our interview here. Another interview from Trail Hero. I was glad to capture this one. George and Lora they're in Pro Mod. They've got Shannon Campbell's old, Cadillac, Psycho Billy Cadillac car. It's a narrow car. They had to widen it to compete. It's stick shift.
What?
They are the only stick shift in competition. Husband-wife team now. They got married a couple years ago at Trail Hero on the beach. Great couple. They live, eat, breathe, everything rock crawling. And and they're everyday people. I love it. I love their story, and I was able to sit down with them at our camp and record this podcast. So enjoy this one, Chris.
Sweet. Looking forward to it.
All right, here we go. Okay, we are here, Trail Hero 2025, Saturday. Oh, it's almost over with. And I'm here with George and Lora this morning, rock crawlers extraordinaires, and the Psychobilly Cadillac. How we doing, George?
We're doing outstanding.
Good. Laura?
Great. Thanks.
Right on. Well, thanks for stopping by this morning.
Thanks for having
you.
us.
Got a little breakfast, got a little corned beef and hash.
It was delicious.
Full tummies are always good before you get out on the trail.
Exactly. All right, so let's dive into this. How'd you get into rock crawling? How did that all start for you?
Growing up in Colorado on the Front Range in Boulder, which is where I was born, my mom and dad did some four-wheeling, but I lived up in the mountains, so I grew up riding dirt bikes through the hills and stuff. And it was just kind of a progression with friends that I had that we'd go up and do trails around Boulder and do the night runs and the bonfires and have fun, and it's just progressed up to the madness that we're at now.
So what made you get into competition rock crawling?
Competition rock crawling, we had been coming out to Trail Hero, met a couple guys, families, Tyler and Logan and their wives, and really good friends with them. But the only time we got to see them was during Trail Hero.
Uh-huh.
And both Tyler and Logan kept saying, you got to just come out to one of the super crawls or the wee rocks and hang out. So we finally did. Our first one was a super crawl at Cedar City.
Okay.
And it was more just to go hang out with our friends. And we got the bug, even though we broke first course, second obstacle, broke transfer case, and ended up watching everybody the rest of the weekend. We started to realize...
He did. I was judging.
Yeah, okay. There you go.
We started to realize how amazing the rock crawling community is.
Yeah.
Made some more friends, and it's just progressed from there. Which also is the reason why we moved from Colorado to Cedar City a couple years ago.
I was going to say, so it was a couple years ago, a few years ago?
Almost
December
2 years.
will be 2 years.
Okay. All right. Wow. That's wild. Come out here to the Mecca. Definitely, this place puts your skills to the test and your vehicle.
For sure.
There's anything and everything out here and stuff I don't even want to see. Like I saw during Trail Bear, I'm like, no, hard
Right
pass.
side or upside down?
Yeah, exactly. Any side. So how did you guys meet? Because that's kind of a cool story, right?
We've both been married and divorced a couple times, and we actually met on Bumble.
Yes, my two sister-in-laws made my account.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
And I only had 2 pictures on there. One, you couldn't even see my face.
Okay.
And the other one, I was with a friend of mine, so you had to
You
decipher.
didn't know who was who? Oh, I hate that.
The only
It's like,
giveaway
who's that?
was my friend was a redhead.
Oh, okay.
So, and
okay.
the other picture, it's a blonde.
Uh-huh.
But I was all in Vans gear up in Estes Park on the one you couldn't see my face.
Sitting on a rock looking out over the expanse of the mountains.
Okay.
And I knew, I could see that she was into the outdoors. And I was really just looking for somebody to hang out with and
Same.
just enjoy life. Been through 2 marriages that didn't go as planned.
Sure.
As they do.
Sure.
And when we first got together, it was, we're not getting married. We're just I'm looking
Hang
for a
out.
companion.
Just hang
We're going to hang out and have fun together.
Right on.
That changed quickly. And I never rock crawled until I met him. Like,
Okay.
I had done the side-by-side and the four-wheelers and stuff because I'm the youngest and only girl with 2 older brothers. So I kind of grew up around that stuff.
Okay.
But
You weren't doing
I
it
never
yourself.
had done that before.
Wow.
And what did he do on the first time?
Her first time out, and we had only been dating for a couple months.
Was it even a couple of months?
Maybe even a month. And
Yeah.
I took her, I had the 87 4Runner that was known as the short bus.
Okay.
It was on 37.
Was it yellow?
It was
Yes.
yellow.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
It
we-
was a window licker.
Yeah, we got a friend that we call Window Licker that has a yellow 4Runner.
Yep.
Yeah, we call them.
Took her into Penrose in Colorado.
Okay.
Going up Penrose, and I Bluetoothed a rear axle.
In 3 pieces.
In 3 pieces. The only thing hanging it on was the caliper.
Oh, shit.
That was her first time out getting to see sketchy jacking on using rocks to stack and change parts.
With a little bottle jack at that.
Just doing what we do.
Yeah.
Toyota guys.
Yeah, making stuff happen. You're like, what the hell did I get myself into?
I love it.
Oh, no. You were like, okay, now this is cool.
I mean, the only thing was that having to wait around for him to fix it kind of sucked, but...
Yeah.
And we did quite a bit of that with our Colorado crew for a while, and we pushed the 4Runner past its limits. And after my divorce, a bunch of my buddies bought the Psychobilly Cadillac from Josh Pat.
Okay.
And it was just a bare chassis, didn't have any of the IFS stuff, and they gave it to me as a divorce present.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, so it was given to you. How cool is that?
Yep, it was given to me as a divorce present. Sat around in the garage for a while with plans to take all the gear out of the short bus and put it in there.
And you knew the history of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Very much so. I've been in and around rock crawling and been a fan for a long time.
Yeah.
And I like the OG stuff.
So Shannon Campbell built that car
Yes, sir.
originally.
He built it originally in 03.
Yeah, 03. Okay.
And it was the first IFS car to compete. Didn't do real well on the rocks. Hauled ass in the sand. But then he went on to doing what he's doing now with innovations and things like that. Just he is an OG rock crawler that is amazing. It was really cool to see him inducted into the Hall of Fame the other night.
That is cool. That is cool. Yeah, Wednesday night at the gala here.
Yep.
Yeah, right on. Okay, so talk about this car then. So you acquired the chassis, and then your intention was to put the 4Runner parts into a drivetrain.
Yep, and it sat around for a bit. We had
I made him build it.
She did. She did. We had some friends he was going to propose to his wife out here at Santalo in March. Okay. And we were sitting around at a New Year's Eve party, and she turned to me and she said, you got
3 months.
Okay, put a timeline on.
And I only want one day. That was her.
Yep. One day with no buggy brain.
Okay.
And that was Valentine's Day.
Oh, very nice.
Fortunately, it was during the beginning of COVID, so I had time off from work. I'm a body tech, and they didn't have a lot of business, and I was able to get it done in 3 months.
Wow.
But he had excessive buggy brain.
Excessive buggy brain.
Oh, my God, yes.
24-hour buggy brain?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Well,
But he did good.
Well, yeah, you get into a project like that, and that's all you can think about, It's like, how am I going to make this work?
Pretty much.
What do I want?
He had to make it wider, too.
Yeah, so that is an interesting aspect of that car. So it's 41 inches wide.
Just under 41 inches wide, outside of bar to outside of bar.
Yeah, freaking narrow. So in order for you to meet tech for competing in We Rocks, you had to put some bars on it.
Only for the pro class. We were fine for sportsmen.
Okay.
So we were able to run it as I built it for sportsmen, and we ran sportsmen for
2 years?
2.5 years.
Okay.
The last year we ran sportsmen, we were the Brannick National Champions for Sportsman B. And
he had a brilliant idea to move to Pro Mod.
Pro Mod. Yeah.
That was more to just hang out with my friends. Because we were always on the courses on the backside, and we always had to walk around, and we didn't get to see our friends and hang out with them. So
it wasn't just for that. He just likes to tear our stuff up.
Sure.
I like to push it.
You do push it.
I like to push it. So I had to add the bars to make it wider for the Pro Mod class.
Yeah. So you got bars right there at the, I don't know, what would you call those?
The main bar.
The main bar. Yeah.
A lot of people call them sliders.
Yeah. Yeah, they look like sliders.
They're just up higher than normal sliders.
Sure, they're like right where your arm would be resting.
But they actually they've done more. They've done a lot of good because I can lay it into a rock and it does help, and it keeps the panels somewhat clean.
Sure. Yeah, cleaner. Well, and we should mention that you were probably the only guy out there with a stick shift.
We're the only pro car that still has a manual transmission. It is all Toyota running gear, 22R on propane, 5-speed, single 4.7. It is on Dana 60s. We have ARB in the rear, spool in the front, 50-degree steering. 40-inch Falcon stickies. We are also the smallest tire out there on Pro Mod now, too. So
Wow.
we really do bring a knife to a gunfight.
You did.
My spotter, I don't expect her to stack rocks, but she does now and then, and she does a great job. And she has never put her hands on a spotter strap.
Wow.
I'm not going to get tossed by some freaking spotter strap. Sorry. It's just not happening.
That does get sketchy. Yeah, trying to hold up a 3,000-pound car or whatever that thing weighs.
About that.
Yeah, it's about 3. Okay.
3,100 water with me in it.
Wow. That's light.
Yeah, that's just not happening on my side.
No. There was an incident I seem to recall where you ran over Lora at one point.
I did. That was she was my girlfriend at the time. It was in Baghdad, season opener in Baghdad, sportsman class.
I think it was our first time at Baghdad, too.
It was our first time at Baghdad, and you wanna? You're good.
You want to recount?
You're good at telling the story.
It was nobody's fault. It was just a matter of circumstance. I was all excited because I got him through the gate that everybody else was struggling on with, like, no issues. My plan worked beautifully.
Okay.
So then I was telling him to come through, which he did, and I was standing off to the side.
No, you said boot it.
Yes, but that's not when you ran me over. Bump it.
Bump it, yeah. But it was post bump.
Yes, it was. He had already gotten through the gate, so I was moving to get out of the way, not realizing there was a huge rock behind me.
Ouch.
So I couldn't back up anymore, and his tire just grabbed my leg. He made sure he ran it over more than one time, too.
Oh, boy.
So, yeah, being a manual transmission and you're in a high-stress situation, trying to hit reverse, I missed the first time. I hit it 4th gear, so it bounced forward again. So I technically ran her over 3 times in the process.
Oh, my God. Poor Laura's laying on the ground. What the fuck's going on?
Oh, you could hear me screaming, "Stop! Stop!"
Oh, my gosh.
That ended in a helicopter ride, which she doesn't like.
Yeah.
From
That
Baghdad.
dragged me well.
From Baghdad to Phoenix, and she was actually out of work for about 3 months.
Wow.
Took 6 months to fully heal.
Crushing injury to the leg.
Yeah, broken bones.
No.
No broken
Nothing
bones?
broke, amazingly
Wow.
enough.
You got rubber bones. That's great.
Low air pressure in the tires helps a lot, too.
That's true. That's true.
But they had to get rid of a bunch of tissues, so a bunch of stuff died.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's fine. I'm fine. Doesn't even bother me.
I was going to say, you got any residual pain?
Nope.
No?
That was really when we were introduced or shown the
extent of the community.
The
and
extent
how
of the
great they are.
community.
Okay.
I was still warms my heart what
Yeah.
everybody did. It was just incredible. Yeah.
The support, huh? Mm-hmm. It truly is a family, and we hear it all the time on the podcast, and just out on trails, people helping each other. But this rock crawling community around We Rocks and all the competition rock crawling is crazy tight, and it's awesome. I mean, you guys travel together, you hang out together, you just traveled to Tennessee together for a fun trip, right? No rock
Yes.
crawlers, and just so you guys went out and did a little whiskey tasting.
Yep, it was a group of cone dodgers that went out and did whiskey tours in Tennessee, and then we also went down and watched the rock bouncers.
Oh, okay. That's cool. I didn't know you guys did that.
Yeah, in Alabama.
Oh, man. That's a whole nother level of crazy.
Yes, it is.
And they probably think you guys are crazy for what you do. And
That's what they were saying.
Yeah, see? And
They're saying,
funny.
"Oh, we'll hit these hills full throttle all day long, but
Yeah.
we won't do what you do."
No, see?
I so wanted a ride. I was disappointed when I noticed all of them were single seats.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
She likes to go fast.
You like
Yes,
to go
she
fast?
does.
You're a fast girl?
Yes.
Okay. I like slow technical.
No, I love the rock crawling.
Yeah.
But I like
You
speed.
like speed, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, so back to the story, that was the same year that we got married at Trail Hero on the beach.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, you guys got married here, right down by the lake.
I knew she was a keeper.
Yeah, you do at that point. She was a keeper. She didn't try and kill you in your sleep or something after that.
There's always still a chance.
But they're saying there's a chance. Too funny.
I'm super blessed. She's to be in a sport and a hobby that I'm in, and it can be expensive, it can be time consuming.
Sure.
To have a partner that is 100% all in is huge.
Yeah.
It really is. And it makes it so much more enjoyable. And that's one of the things about doing the competitions together. I couldn't see myself being on course every comp without having my wife on there because that's super special.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
We don't even hardly fight, believe it or not.
Wow.
Just,
we've had a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, like maybe 2 or 3 since we've been doing it.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
Go left. No, go right. No, I'm going here.
A lot of time it's what are you doing?
Yeah. What are you
I don't say it that nice.
Oh, okay.
But we don't yell at each other.
No. That's
most
cool.
of the time.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah.
And she drives too. She's competed at the Delta Classic Rock Crawl.
Okay.
And the first We Rock here.
And the first We Rock here, she drove here. She took a pretty good tumble at the last Delta.
Yeah. I know what it feels like to hit hard rolling upside down.
Yeah.
And she also drives when we go out and do trail guides and stuff. I'll be out spotting people through the courses or through the trails, and she just jumps in the buggy and she'll drive it through.
Right on.
Or when we're hanging banners, and we were out here Saturday and Sunday hanging banners after the rain, and she drove all the joint effort and the fallen, and did really well.
I love it.
So when are you getting your rock crawler?
She
That
has
will
one.
be mine.
Yeah.
Yes. If we do another rock crawler, it'll be his.
Okay.
I don't want an automatic.
Really?
Really.
Wow.
There's something about having that standard that just makes me feel warm and fuzzy.
I love it.
I know I can put that in first gear and in low and go down a hill and just do 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 do.
That's
I don't
great.
like downs.
Yeah,
I like ups.
okay.
But downs are not my
Yeah,
favorite.
downs, gravities.
I like drops.
Yeah.
does.
You like the drops? You prefer the drops?
He does.
I didn't until I got into the competitive rock crawling and coming out here with a lot of the locals. They do a lot of big drops.
A lot of big drops, and then they do a lot of drops in reverse. Mm-hmm. Now, you're front engine, so you probably drop backwards a lot.
I prefer to drop frontwards.
Really?
Yep.
Well, with the manual and the Toyota gearing, I don't have in reverse unless I put it in high range. I don't have the run out.
Oh, that makes sense. Sure.
But in front, I have the run out. There was one
As
in
long as
Farmington.
he remembers to put it in second gear.
Yeah. There was one in Farmington I dropped and got up onto the nose and started going over onto the lid, and I was able to shift it from second to third and pop the clutch, and it settled back down.
Wow. Yeah, so there are advantages. I mean, and it's second nature for you guys, I got to imagine, driving the stick shift out there. And
I've been driving
flipping
Toyotas
levers.
for a long time.
Yeah. So, I mean, you start getting those extra, an extra movement in there of shifting a gear, pressing the clutch while you got your, air lockers on and off or
Cutting
brakes, turning a wheel.
Front disconnect.
Yeah. And your drag axle.
We are drag axle.
Still drag axle, still old school. I love it. Still out there just making it happen. And leaving some marks too, man. You guys have won a few competitions, haven't you?
We've won a few. In fact, today or yesterday was our first win for Pro Mod.
Okay.
We've
First place.
Congratulations.
Yeah, we've
right
had
on.
several seconds and thirds. We podium quite often, and we're competitive. But like I said, in Sportsman B, we did really well with that. And she misses Sportsman B.
Do you really?
It was more fun for me.
Okay.
Now I'm just like, wait a minute, let me get out of the way. All right, go for it.
Yeah. Set them up.
Yeah, Sportsman B is more technical.
Okay.
Not as much big consequence stuff or big climbs, big drops. Lay it on its side to get through a crack, things like that. It's just technical wheeling.
Okay.
So I had more to do.
Yeah, gotcha.
But I still like it. I still love doing this with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think you'll compete someday?
That is
There's
the
talks.
question. We've been talking about it. There's a few factors whether or not that's going to happen, but there is a possibility that I might do Sportsman B.
Okay.
And he'll, of course, spot for me, but there's some things we have to figure out first.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're self-funded. You don't have some big sponsor throwing
And
cash
I don't
at
really
you.
want to lose sponsors if I'm driving.
Come on now.
Hey, it's a thing.
And
Really?
we've been fortunate with the sponsors. We have a core group of family and friends from Colorado that small business owners that continue to support us to this
cool.
day.
One of my brothers and sister-in-law, they sponsor us, and with their spa company they have out there.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
And Smokin' Dave's of Longmont, a barbecue restaurant in Longmont. He was actually our first sponsor, and he's still with us.
No, that's not true. He was not our first sponsor. Josh.
Oh, that's right. You're right. Josh with Rock Tech Racing was our first
Okay.
sponsor. That's where the chassis came
That's
from.
actually how we were able to get started
Got
into
it.
competing. So we have to give Josh Pratt mad props because if it wasn't for him, we probably would not have started when we did.
Nope, because he did push us once we got the buggy done. He said, you can do this, and he helped us get into the first several comps and gave us some pointers and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What advice would you give somebody like Samurai James, for example, that's getting all fired up about this sport?
Have fun.
Just do it.
Yeah, I hear that a lot. Just go out and have fun and do it. You just got to get on the rocks, right?
Yeah. And
I mean, your wreck wheeling, years of wreck wheeling. If you've been doing it for a while, you've got some skills, but they're put to the test during the competition as they need to be and should be.
So I did. He actually came up to me before Moon Rocks, was asking me a bunch of questions and things, and I told him, number one rule, have fun.
Yeah.
Because if you're not having fun, there's no point in doing it.
Right.
Yeah, yesterday
Very
he
good
had
point.
the music on. while he
Oh,
was-
really?
Yeah, had music playing while we were out on course.
That's great.
And a lot of it was in the morning. She said, you got to go out and just trail wheel. Because
Yeah.
when you trail wheel, you know
It's
what to do,
instinctual.
when to do. Everything's instinctual. Front dig,
Sure.
disconnect. But when you get on course and competition, you forget all that shit. She said, so just go out there and trail wheel.
Okay.
And that was great advice. And it is so true, because you put the dumb bucket on and they set that timer, and once you go through those cones,
Yeah.
it's competition, and you
Yeah.
get tunnel vision. And remembering that you're just out there wheeling and doing what you've been doing helps a lot.
Okay. All right. That's great advice. Have fun.
Well, I told
what
him,
you know
I
how
was
to
like,
do.
I was watching you when we were trail wheeling. I'm like, and it's all so instinctual for you. You don't even think about it. You just do it.
Right.
But for some reason, when you get on course, you forgot about your winch. I probably wouldn't have rolled if I would have remembered to take care of my winch. So,
Sure.
just little things. So I was like, just trail wheel.
Okay. It's a good observation.
I'll just tell you where the
interesting.
cones are.
Yeah. Just don't hit that cone. So strategy-wise, because it is cone dodging, and you can't hit you're going. It's like golf. The low score wins. So, but there's a lot of strategy I've watched witnessed over the years of. Throwing some loose sand or dirt to get the front end to slide, or you're like, hey, we're gonna take out this cone because we're gonna spend too much time here if we try and avoid this cone. I mean that mental game that doesn't come right away. So how long did it take you to kind of start to figure out all that stuff?
We're still learning.
You're still you're always learning,
And especially in Sportsman B, you have a good chance of making it through the gates clean. It came down to reverses were the difference between first and third.
Gotcha.
Whereas in Pro Mod, it's more of just finish courses.
Okay.
And we go into a lot of courses, and we know we can hit 3 cones before we're done. Because
Okay.
if you hit 4 cones, you've coned out and you can't finish the course.
Okay.
So there are a lot of times we go in and because we're doing the same courses as all the rear steer guys, the Unlimiteds and Pro Trail,
Right.
we have to look at a lot of gates a little bit differently. And we do a lot of gates dirty, where we get the front tires through and bring one of the rears through.
Gotcha.
And it's
we
figuring
do
out.
try to not hit
Yeah,
the cones if we can.
try, but chances are high.
Right.
So we figure out which gates. We always concentrate, make sure we have at least one gate that we can do clean, so
Okay.
that we can complete the course.
Sure. Okay, that makes sense. So with all your years of wheeling and then doing this competition, when you come out here and wreck wheel with your buddies that are highly competitive and great drivers as well, what gets your blood pumping? Gets you going like, holy crap?
The fact that I'm following all the rear steer guys.
Exactly,
I'm usually the only drag axle that comes out on the normal weekend runs, the 3-hour tours and stuff.
Sure.
And I find myself myself in positions that I probably shouldn't be in. But it's made me a much better driver.
Sure.
And it's really taught me how to use the tools that I have and manipulate the car in ways that it wasn't designed to be manipulated.
And they got your back if you need help getting out or whatever. Or they're giving you advice too, I got to imagine, out there. And maybe
sometimes
I just tell them not to break it.
No, there's a lot of heckling and when you're wheeling out here with this crew, they don't spot you through stuff.
Right.
Until you absolutely need it. But if you get in trouble, they are all over getting it out, figuring out how to get it back down off the mountain or whatever.
Okay.
And that's been really fun and huge. The community is it's amazing.
Wow. That's cool. That's super cool. Yeah, I last year we got here on Friday, so it was Saturday. James and I went out and followed a group of you guys out there. And, knowing that we weren't going to be able to do everything that you guys were doing, but it was super cool to watch and watch you guys go wreck wheel per se, and see some of the crazy lines you guys were choosing and trying. And
that's all they do. They don't do trails.
No.
They bounce from one side of the hill to the other side of the hill and do obstacles.
It's all bonus lines.
Yep.
It's crazy. You start watching, this is my 6th year coming out here, and there's new trails all the time, but some of these bonus lines off what these trails that I've been running for the last 5-6 years, I'm like, holy hell, who thought to even try that? But
it's the locals.
It is, and it's fun. It's fun to watch and see them push the limits of these cars.
And there's arguments and people that say east versus west as far as that. Just my own personal observation, the best drivers are down here in this area. Are here. Sure. And a lot of that is just the location.
Yeah.
And it's not just here at Sand Hollow. There's trails just down the way in Arizona that are huge.
Right.
We've got some up around Cedar City that are really big.
Right.
So it's the location.
Right.
And 100%. The ability to do it, 10 months out of the year?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the other thing. You got great weather. You're not getting, feet of snow that shuts down the Sierras.
No, we don't get snow. They stop wheeling in the summertime when it's 100.
Yeah, when it gets too
15
hot.
degrees out. That's when we go play on the lake.
Okay, that's when the boats come out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which is what we've been doing a lot this summer with friends, is doing Lake Havasu and Willow Bay and up here at Quail Lake, just going out for Wednesdays or Sunday afternoons.
That's cool.
Yes, it is.
That's cool.
Yeah, we thought when we moved out here we'd be wheeling every weekend. Nope.
No.
But we're not home every weekend
Right.
either. We're off doing fun stuff. We're living life.
Yeah.
And enjoying it.
There you go. Well said. I like it. I like what I'm hearing. And coming from Colorado, I mean, this is way different terrain, way different weather.
Cedar's actually very similar to what Loveland is.
Okay.
It's about the same altitude. It does snow up there. It's
not as much as it does in Loveland, though.
No.
Right.
And it's 15 degrees to 20 degrees difference from Sand Hollow. So when it's 110 down here, it's
he's ready to come home.
90 up there.
Gotcha.
And we can sit out on our back porch when everybody's still stuck in their AC.
Wow. Okay. That's good. That's cool. And how far away is that from here?
It's a 45-minute drive, 53 miles.
Oh, wow. So
and it's all highway.
He does that every day?
Yeah. Got it down pat.
Yeah, I do over 500 miles a week.
Wow.
To my job. But it's a great drive. It's just enough to have a cup of coffee in the morning on the way to work. I finish it just before I get off the exit.
There you go.
And I can have a soda, unwind, forget about work on the way home.
There you go.
So it's a good drive. I mean, in Colorado, it was taking 45 minutes to go 20 miles.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
A lot less people-y out here.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I can relate to that. When I moved to Nevada, and it was like mileage is more, but time is less, and
stress.
Way less.
Because I hate stupid drivers.
Yeah. 100%.
We still have some out here. I mean, you run into
some?
you run into the Mormon roadblocks.
I love it. The Mormon roadblocks. All right. That's a new one. I like it. Right on. So, all right. So we're talking a little bit in the future here, a little forecasting. So Lora may be competing in the Psycho Billy Cadillac, and you might have another car in the works, sounds like.
We'd like to get a rear steer car. Just because that's where we've progressed to, and to be able to just go out and play with the boys.
So now would you go stick shift?
No, it'll be an auto.
Put an auto in it.
It'll be an auto.
All right.
We know that in competition, the stick shift is a hindrance.
Sure.
A lot of times, just with
Not always.
not
though.
always,
Sometimes
but
it's a blessing.
it is a blessing. I can get wheel speed a lot faster for doing hills and shooting climbs, but the control at the slow speed stuff and in cracks, an automatic would help a lot.
Definitely. Okay. That's, yeah. I mean, you see it. I built my Jeep back in, what was it, 90? And a lot of people were still running stick shift, and granny gear. You got to have granny gear. And the body man that was a good friend of my dad's, he had a bunch of engines and transmissions in his shop. He's like, just grab what you want. So I grabbed this 327 Chevy and a Turbo 350 automatic. And his son said, I'll build that automatic like a manual. And he goes, if you don't like it, we'll just take it out. We'll put something else in. It did it, and man, I haven't looked back. I was like, it is so sweet. And he learned a 2-foot drive and all that stuff. And then more and more people, then everything's automatic. So you're one of the last holdouts here. I love it.
Old school.
Old school all the way. And still competitive and making a mark. So that's awesome. It's grassroots shit,
Yeah.
That's what's cool. And that's what's neat, too, about this sport is, it's not like NASCAR or something that you got to have billions of dollars to compete. You guys, it's, you're throwing some cash at it, but you're able to compete at that level and not empty the bank account too much, hopefully.
Yeah. We empty the bank account more traveling and having fun than we have with the
there you
buggy.
go. See? That's cool.
Well, sometimes.
Sometimes. This last year was a little expensive because we did shocks and a new motor for it, so never thought I'd pay $5,500 for a 22R, but
but here we are.
Mad props to that motor, though.
That DOA motor, it's some pissed off squirrels.
Really?
Oh yeah, she sings and it's got the torque to do what we need to do, and it's been a big difference.
And being propane, it doesn't care what angle it's running at. What about your oiling system? So when do you start losing oil pressure? You got an accumulator or something?
I don't have an accumulator. It's all a stock oiling system. We've done a catch can to take care of the Toyota smoke when you lay it on its side, so it gathers the oil out of the valve cover. It'll run upside down.
I've seen it
for quite a while.
Yeah. Okay.
We've done it more than once. Usually until I start hearing rods.
Right. You start hearing the knock, knock, knock. Better shut her down.
Yep.
Yeah. It was a couple years ago. You were on your lid and spinning, trying to flip it back up on side, and everybody's yelling at, shut it off, shut it off.
Was it smoking?
It was smoking.
That was here.
Yeah, it was here. Yeah, I remember that. You put on a hell of a show that day. That was awesome.
Yeah, somebody told me that if you can't win the show, be the show.
Be the show. You're absolutely right.
And for some reason, that's just kind of held true for me.
His mantra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when we're out at Hammers last year, had Shannon Campbell actually signed the dash on the car, and he signed it, go big or go home. So
perfect.
It all fits.
Yeah, it does. That's great. That's awesome. Doing all the traveling, what's your favorite event?
We like Texas.
You like Texas?
K2.
Okay.
And a lot of it is the people in the terrain. But the only downfall is the drive, but other than that, we love it out there in Texas. Moon Rocks was amazing this year. She doesn't like Baghdad.
Yeah.
And it's not because of the incident.
Okay.
No.
Okay. I was going to say, is it
Baghdad's
PTSD?
No
PTSD?
PTSD.
Baghdad's just brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sharp rocks, big hills, big drops.
I never have a place to stand.
Oh,
it sucks for spotters.
It really
Spotters
does.
have the hardest job.
Yeah, they really do.
I mean, we're in a car and we got four tires usually on the ground.
Sure.
And they're trying to climb up stuff billy goat. And they have a tough job. So
Yeah.
I really got to hand it to her. She does an amazing job.
Yeah, for sure. And you're running all over the rocks, and then, like you say, you're trying to back up, and you hit a rock and fall down, and there's a lot going on as a spotter, and watching the car at the same time. Oh man.
Now I make him stop.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm like, wait a minute, let me get out of the way.
Let's rethink this a second.
It really did change my way of thinking, because before I just didn't care. I just ran all over the place,
Sure.
and now I'm much more aware of tires.
Yeah.
So But that's probably the only thing that incident changed.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad to hear you say Moon Rocks was one of your favorites because came back this year talking with Jake. It sounds like that's going to happen again next year and a few years after that. That they're looking to lock that one in.
And it's an OG spot. So,
it really is.
And I've always been into the history of rock crawling. So
yeah.
It was cool to be there.
Yeah, and that's right in my backyard. I'm 45 minutes from there, and so it was awesome to hear that it was coming back, and it went really well. It was well attended, so I'm stoked that it went great. What am I, chopped liver over here or what? No, I'm not even not even cold. Yeah, so Moon Rocks, that's cool. There's some the way they set up the course too, because having gone out there so many times, and then I'm like, wow, they got some good lines going out there.
Caleb's done an amazing job working with the rocks that he has. We do give him a hard time. We cuss him out a lot when we're walking and driving, but to be able to set up courses that are challenging for pro mods,
right,
but doable, and at the same time challenge the unlimited guys.
Right.
Farmington was a great example. The unlimiteds were not cleaning every course. They were hitting cones, and they were not all the same cones. They were all hitting different cones.
Wow. Yeah.
And we still completed most of the courses. So being able to balance that has been that's a trick.
Yeah.
And he's done a great job.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I like the direction they're headed, and it works. It's working right now, and I love it. Right on. What else? You got anything else you want to shout out or any people?
Just want to wish my wife a happy anniversary, which is tomorrow.
I was going to say, when is the anniversary?
The actual anniversary is the 5th.
So it is the 5th. Well, happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Back here at Trail Hero. It's a special place.
Special place, special people.
Yeah, it really is.
And that's the main thing is it's the people and the family that we have.
Yeah, 100%. That's cool. It's very cool. Well, you guys found your home, and it's working great. I love to hear that you guys are not home on the weekends, sitting on the couch eating bonbons, and you're out enjoying life and doing it. And,
it's like Big Rich says, enjoy life.
That's right.
Now, because you don't know how long you have it.
100%. Yeah, and you see it, and your incident, it could have came out a lot differently. So it's like, okay, let's. But you can't sit at home in a bubble all day either. You gotta go out and enjoy it. So awesome stuff. Well, the Psychobilly Cadillac still rocking it out there. You guys, the A-Team, man, it's cool to watch and it's fun. Thanks for being on the podcast, and
thanks for having
us.
Absolutely. So you guys are going to go out and do a run right now. You're taking who are you taking out?
We're taking Wounded Warriors.
Okay.
So we're going to go out on a run with the Wounded Warriors Foundation or Warriors to Heal Foundation and give some wounded warriors that some of them have lost limbs, things like that.
Yeah.
Just get them out on the trail and have some fun.
Yeah. That's a great thing because, the terrain that we get to see as off-roaders, a fraction of the population get to see where we go, and then to bring somebody like that out there that's, can't physically hike out there or anything like that and give them the thrill of off-roading is really special.
I agree.
That's super cool. Right on. Well, we'll let you get to that run. Thank you for your time, and hopefully you enjoyed breakfast. And we got our hospitality here. We got whiskey later. You guys stop on by, and enjoy.
We'll stop on by. I should bring some of the leapers over.
Oh yeah, you should.
We did the leapers on the tour because of your recommendations to the Wongs.
Yeah, exactly. I told you, and I said you got to go to Leapers. It's just a killer distillery, and some great whiskey coming out of there. So that's cool. I'm glad
our tour guide has convinced us all we need to go to Scotland.
Yeah. That's really. I want that's on my bucket list.
It's on the list.
Well, there you go. Well, yeah, if you guys ever do a whiskey tour again, I want to tag along because it sounded like you guys had a blast.
We did.
Right on. Well, happy anniversary.
Thank
you. With that, we're out. Okay. How about that? What a great couple.
Super cool.
Competitive I had to ask the question um, about running over his wife, and I thought it was only once, but it was like 3 times apparently. So yeah, wild story. I mean, if that isn't the definition of true love, when you can run over your, was it wife at the time? His girlfriend at the time. And then she still
other.
marries you. That's pretty freaking. That says something right there.
You ran me over.
I can only imagine when shit hits the fan and she brings that up and says, "Hey, remember when you ran me over?" And that just ends the fucking. That's why they don't argue.
That's right.
She's got that.
You got nothing once you've done that.
So good. Great stories. Super genuine. I love it. That is the whole rock crawling sport. We talked about, just the family that is, the We Rock competitions, these extreme rock competitions that they are competing in across, the U.S. And it's really cool. Yeah, I love it. I love to hear these stories, and it's fun following, this team in particular, husband and wife. And it sounds like, she may get a car here soon, and then she'll be competing as well, which would be awesome to see. So
that'd be cool.
I love it. So thank you, George and Lora, for sitting down and taking some time. They were just getting ready to head out on a veterans ride, disabled veterans ride. And I mean, it's just cool stuff. There's a lot of warm fuzzies going around at Trail Hero doing stuff like that. And they help out a ton behind the scenes at Trail Hero, and, with judging and recovery and all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, they're just good, solid people. So go follow them on Instagram. Because I don't think he brought it up, and I that's my bad for asking, but it's the number 1 GLEYNER 143. Again, 1 GLEYNER 143. Did I say 141?
I don't know.
143. Follow George and Lora on this IG page with all their cool stories and competing. And and he talks about how he got started, and, he's got a badass car. He just put some cash into it this last year, but I mean, he competes, and he's one of us. He's not sponsored by, all these companies, and he has a few sponsors there, but it's self-funded.
Puts his credit card on the dash and let her rip.
Exactly. Puts the credit card on the dash and sends it. Thank you, Arturo Cerrillo. Where the hell did he go? We got to find him. We got to dig him up.
Yeah, Arturo, good guy.
See what's going on. But
he's one of the OG.
The OGs, one of the OGs, exactly. So, yeah, go follow George and give them some support and kudos, and hope you enjoyed this one, because I did.
Perfect.
All right, Chris, how do they get a hold of us?
Well, that's great. Great. There's so many great ways to do that. They can email us is one of the best ways. Chris at wheelingwinewhiskey.com, or Jason at wheelingwinewhiskey.com, or Jason sitting in the sun with his getting blinded. He needs to put his sunglasses
blinded by
on.
Science over here. The sun's getting lower. It's that time of the year.
So you can also go to another great way is on the IG, which is at Wheeling Wine Whiskey. Don't forget about, I'm not going to mention the phone number, but our website, www.wheelingwinewhiskey.com. We're getting into the holidays. Halloween's just around the corner. And of course, right after that's Thanksgiving, and then Christmas. So go to wheelingwinewhiskey.com and click on the merch link and start planning out your gifts for putting under the tree with, hoodies, t-shirts, hats, whatever, coffee cups. There's all sorts of great stuff on the merch site.
I got to say about the merch thing, I handed out a bunch of stickers out on the trails out there. It was funny. Well, I'll save that. But I handed out a bunch of stickers, and I saw, people with our shirts on out there that, I mean, we had our group that supports us, right? Or that we camp with and stuff, but other people had it on, and man, it's just cool to see. Appreciate the support, and it's just cool. It's a cool 6 years doing this, going on our 7th year, and we're enjoying it, and I can't believe I'm still talking into this microphone with you here. So, good shit. Go get some Wheeling Wine and Whiskey merch. It's like when you order, it's like 4 days later it shows up on your doorstep.
Yeah, it's like instantaneous.
Quick. So, and go follow George and Lora. Again, the number one, GLEYNER143, because I failed to ask him during the interview for that. So I wanted to get that out there. So awesome stuff, Chris. Anything else?
Just go to irate4x4.com and support them, and support us if you so desire. Watch and listen and discuss, and look on the right side of the screen. We love our supporters, and if you want to support us financially, that'd be great, but not required. Much appreciated.
Remember, we give till it hurts. And with that,
we're out.